Всем привет! Welcome to my channel AllasYummyFood and to my wonderful kitchen. Добро пожаловать and labdien! Today I'm going to show you these amazing mousse cakes. They're so fancy, so pretty. We've got raspberry and mango combined together into this little blob and it looks so fancy. I decorated it with my mirror glaze, and these desserts take some time but they're so worth it because they look fantastic, they taste fantastic, and I just love the flavor of this freshness and summery, fruity, tropical flavor in your mouth. It's so good. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me. I upload new videos every single week and it's completely free. So let's get started. First we're gonna make our sponge cakes. So in a large bowl, add your butter together with sugar, and you're going to whisk this on high speed for a few minutes until the mixture is smooth and incorporated. Then you're going to add your eggs and slowly mix everything together one more time. Add vanilla extract and strawberry essence if you wish, but this is optional. Mix everything together until it's nice and smooth. Then you want to add your sifted flour and mix everything one more time, but just don't overmix the mixture. You want to mix it just enough until it's all incorporated. Then take your spatula and just go around the edges and make sure there's no flour left anywhere on the bowl. The mixture should be nice and smooth and very delicate. We're then going to take this off and place this into two separate bowls because we're going to put different colors inside. And divide the mixture evenly between two bowls and then add the choice of your food coloring. I'm adding red and yellow food coloring into different bowls because we're going to have sort of mango and raspberry flavors, so I wanted to represent these. Mix everything together until you get the desired color. So I've got my yellow color, I'm going to do the same with my red. And I don't want to make it too red, I want to make it more like a pinkish raspberry color. Then take 1 tablespoon of your cake mixture and place it randomly around your baking sheet. And then you want to do the same with your yellow mixture. And this will create this beautiful effect that you will see on a sponge cake. So just go around and make sure you finish your mixture entirely. And then take your spatula and gently spread the mixture evenly. And don't worry about mixing the colors on top because they will still remain at the bottom. So just don't mix it too much, just enough to make sure it's nice and even. We're going to bake these for about 25 minutes or so at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit. Once your cake is ready, you want to take it out and place it onto a cooling rack and cool it down completely. Peel off your parchment paper and then you can see these beautiful colors. Look at that, yellow and pink, so beautiful. Take a cookie cutter of the size for your cakes. Because I'm going to be shaping it up, I'm using the larger sort of circle, and cut out the desired shape from your cake. And we obviously need 6, so there's a lot of cake scraps, but I do have a video on cake scraps and what you can do with them. And it's going to look just like this, beautiful and colorful. Set them aside on a plate and put them away. Guys and girls, I have my recipe on my website at AllasYummyFood.com. You'll find full ingredients and also directions on how to make this. And also you'll be able to find loads of other recipes that I do for my channel. Just click through, click on the picture, and you'll be able to see the whole video with the directions and the full recipe in English and Russian languages. Now we're going to make our mango mousse, so add your gelatin leaves into cold water and leave it for 10 minutes. In a bowl, add your mango puree, then sugar, and you want to mix everything together and place this onto a stove on a medium heat. You're going to swirl it around and make sure the sugar melts, so this process might take 3 minutes or so. You don't want to cook it too long once the sugar has dissolved, take it off the heat and then add your bloomed gelatin. Mix it all through and set it aside to completely cool down. In a pot, add your heavy or double cream, and you want to whisk this for a few minutes until the mixture thickens up, but it's not too thick. You kind of want to look for a sour cream consistency, so it kind of falls off the spoon but hasn't whipped up completely. Place your whipped cream into a bowl, and then we're going to add our mango mousse a little bit at a time in stages. Mix it through and then keep adding mango mousse in stages. You do want to do this in stages so the process combines together. And when it's all done, you're going to add this into a piping bag and set this aside. I am using this silicone mold which has these kind of like, it looks like little boobs, but not going to be too childish. We're going to place our mango mousse halfway through into our molds. Feel free to use any molds that you have in your kitchen. And then I'm going to add fresh raspberry on 1/2 of the dessert. Once you've done that, you want to place these into a freezer to set for at least 1 hour or so. Now we're going to repeat the process with our raspberry mousse. We're going to do the same with our gelatin. Place it into cold water and leave it to bloom. We're going to add our raspberry puree into a bowl together with sugar and cook it on low heat for 5 minutes until the sugar completely dissolves. Then add your bloomed gelatin, mix everything together and leave the mixture to cool down a little bit before we're going to add this into our cream. So the process here is exactly the same. We're going to add the rest of our cream into a bowl, add your raspberry puree, mix everything together gently, and then keep adding your raspberry puree until you have finished. You need to do this in stages so the process is combined together and you don't have any surprises. Once you have done that, you will see that it starts to thicken up a little bit, and this is the exact consistency we want the mousse to be. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to place this into a piping bag just because it's so much easier to pipe into the molds. But of course you can do this by hand or spoon. Now take your frozen dessert out. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of raspberry jam inside of each dessert just to give it extra something. And then I'm adding my raspberry mousse on top of each cake. You want to go around and make sure it's completely full and it sits on your board. And then this goes back in the freezer. Best if you leave this overnight or minimum for 6 to 8 hours. Here I've got my mirror glaze. You can watch my YouTube video how to make this. I'm adding red and yellow food coloring into both bowls. I'm going to decorate my cakes with that. And once your desserts are done, you want to take them off from the mold. I like to use gloves so there's less heat coming through your hands. And if you want to learn how to make fancy desserts, you can go online and check out my online courses where I teach you all the techniques and basics about mousse desserts and just general cakes and how to create stunning cakes. I'm adding my mirror glaze onto each little cake and I'm doing it in half yellow, half pink. And yeah, it looks fantastic already. Then I'm also adding some white mirror glaze on top just to give it even a fancier look. Feel free to decorate your mini mousse cakes the way you want. And yeah, I just absolutely love these color combinations. Once they're done, take a spatula, move it about to get rid of any excess mirror glaze and place it onto your sponge cake that we've created earlier. You want to do this with all the cakes and then with a knife go around and create the sponge around the shape of your mold. And once you finish that, it should be nice and ready. Decorate your cakes with extra raspberries, some sprinkles. I'm also using some dried edible flowers. Again, use your imagination, go crazy. You can decorate this way too. They look incredible. They're so colorful, so happy. The flavor inside is insane. I'm gonna cut one open just to show you how it looks. And You're gonna have the mango on the top, the raspberry flavor at the bottom, and that delicious sponge as well. So these cakes were a hit at my party. Everybody loved them. I really hope you try and make them. They were so yummy, and I absolutely love these. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you soon.